Hello, I'm Jake Palmer and this is for my Final Madrid project, and today I will be doing a documentary into how football has changed since the inception of the Premier League due to the fact that we have gained millions of pounds in the game today. Since the inception of the Premier League in 1992, we have seen mind-boggling transfer fees and wages not only have a massive impact on the field but also off it as well. So what are the reasons behind such preposterous amounts of money being spent on a right, left and a football brain? Well, some people believe that is due to the fact that TV broadcasters like Sky and BT are fighting between themselves to get top dog over each other in terms of being the best broadcaster in terms of the TV rights to broadcast the games. An example of this, from 1992 to 1997, the TV revenue stood at £191 million, and now today, in the last year of the TV deal that was signed between the Premier League, Sky and BT in England, the revenue stands at £5.1 billion. But this massive distribution of money does come with its benefits, however. For example, we'd have some of the best managers and players in the world, such as Harry Kane, Eden Hazard and Guardiola. And that is made possible by having the best league in the world, and that's why it's the most watched, and because of the best players available strutting their stuff in our league in England. Another advantage it happens to have is it raises the profile of countries like Egypt and Brazil respectively, because of players like Salah and Neymar strutting their stuff in their respective leagues. It helps them because it raises the profile of their country, because people will be listening out for their country again when they have top class superstars like Neymar and Salah. Another advantage it gives to the financial benefit is to the so-called smaller clubs such as Burnley and Huddersfield. It gives them an advantage because it gives them an extra few £1 million in the transfer budget, which allows them to recruit better players and makes the league so more competitive, which makes it better for the viewer because the same team won't be winning every time, which makes the Premier League so great, because even if you're at the bottom of the league, you can still beat the top sides in the leagues respectively. But the small clubs always end up back at square one, because the big clubs such as Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool always have more money to spend due to the fact that owners are multi-billionaires. Another problem football face in the modern day is businessmen using football as a way to get rich quick. We must look at the great clubs that suffered due to a lack of ownership off the field. Great clubs like Portsmouth and Blackburn players' performances, but it also affects the fans who pay good money to watch their much beloved team and not getting anything back from their team due to the owners not doing things the right way. Another problem with this issue includes the owners who slap their company's name on the club stadium and shirt, such as Arsenal, who in 2004 agreed a multi-million pound contract with the company Fly Emirates. Millions to spend, then they could easily afford to pay off their massive debts, which which stands at £223,930, they could afford to pay off the debt, because they have one of the biggest seated stadiums in the league, and they also charge and their season tickets range from £891 to a massive £1,360 per season. Compared in transfer fees go all up. For example, in 1990 cost so, and back then we thought that transfers, it was the transfer transfer that we'd ever see. It wouldn't. And as we currently stand now in 2018, the current record for he transferred from Barcelona to PSG last summer. This does, however, have its negatives, because with this amount of money being spent on one player, it surely in the future clubs can't be sustainable, because they're just wasting. I say wasting in a term some people might disagree with, but compared to Burnley, whose squad cost £40 million to build, and one player is costing £200 million, surely in the future clubs can't become sustainable due to the fact that they're paying millions of pounds on one player. Mark, do you think money in football is a positive or negative?
Personally, Jake, I think it's a positive thing, because it brings more revenue to the clubs, who then can afford to produce bigger stadiums to allow more fans to come and watch the games live.
Do you think that Sky and BT should lower their investment? But do you think that there would be a knock-on effect due to the fact there'd be lower money involved due to the fact that the investment has gone down?
Yeah, I completely agree there. I think Sky and BT have got the right sort of investment, because if we lower it, then the smaller clubs like your local, like for example Grimsby Town, your Forest Greens, the money's not going to filter through to them as much, and we could see them clubs going out of existence better.
Due to the fact that big clubs make the most revenue, do you think there should be a limit on how much the so-called big clubs should be able to spend in the transfer market?
No, I don't think they should. I think because otherwise they won't be able to filter the money down to the lower league clubs. For example, some players that start off at Team Young, they get a percentage of transfer deals later on, so then the money can go to them. For example, Dele Alli at MK Dons was sold for £5 million, which is a big investment to a club like that.
And finally, do you think it's right for that clubs like Arsenal charge so much for their season tickets?
No, not really, because it's the fans that go every week, and they get quite a lot of investment from the sale of players and from TV deals, so I think they could subsidise and pass a lot of the savings on to the average fan.
Okay, thank you for this interview.
No, you're quite welcome.
So there you have it. There's my opinion, and a couple and one member of the public's opinion on how football has changed with the input of money. Will we see a change, or will the problems just escalate? Only time will tell. But for now, let's just enjoy the game that we first enjoyed when we was able to kick a ball.